Today, let's look at interest rate swaps and how to use them to manage interest rate risk. First question, why should we use an interest rate swap? A trader can use interest rate swap to hedge interest rate risk. For example, let's suppose the trader holds a bond and receives periodic fixed interest. Now, if interest rate in the market increases, the bondholder loses. If interest rate decreases, the bondholder gains. In order to protect himself from interest rate fluctuations, the bondholder can engage in an interest rate swap, where he pays interest at a fixed rate and receives interest at a floating rate. Question number 2. What is modified duration? The key concept in understanding interest rate swaps. Modified duration is the sensitivity of a bond's price to changes in interest rate. The two elements always move in opposite direction, much like the two weights on a balance. We see that to manage interest rate risk, we can start by making bonds less sensitive to interest rate fluctuations. This is the same as making modified duration smaller. The question is, how do we do it? The answer is using an interest rate swap. The trader who pays a fixed rate in the interest rate swap has a negative modified duration for this leg of the swap. Why negative? Because when interest rate increases, the fixed rate payer is actually happy for not having to pay more. The second leg of the swap, where the trader receives the floating rate, has modified duration of 0, because as interest rate increases, the floating rate also increases, and the trader receives a higher nominal amount of interest. So, depending on how a trader places himself in a swap, the swap can have positive or negative duration. If he integrates swaps in his portfolio, the trader can effectively change the modified duration of his portfolio. Question 4. How much swap contract should the trader buy? If we know the targeted modified duration that we would like for the portfolio, we can use this formula to calculate the notional amount of swap contracts to buy or to sell. If the capital letter N gives a negative number, it means we need to sell swaps to reach the targeted modified duration. Thank you for watching today's video. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment below and I'll make sure to answer. See you next time.